Today I'm here in the App Store and I want to take a look at what offline games were being recommended. I want to know what Google Play has in store for us, what they think is good that we should give a try to. I want to remind you guys that these are not my recommendations. My job here is to review, to grade, to see if it's Echo approved. The recommendations given to us by Google and by Apple. So let's take a look at some of the games that they have in store for us. The first one on today's list is Demon Hunter Shadow World, sitting with 4.8 stars. This is one of those platformer style, beautiful action RPG games that really isn't an action RPG, definitely more of a platformer, but when you're looking at the style here, I absolutely love it. I think the game looks really cool. The control scheme is okay, and it looks like you could do dashing and jumping abilities as well. I love that you have different classes that you can choose from. But most importantly, remember, we're looking at offline games here today. So when you're in the basement, when you're on a plane, when you're on a train and just losing service throughout the way and you get frustrated, these are the games that we could play during that time. And this one right here looks like a very good option if you're looking into those hack and slash style games, whether it be an action RPG, an open world, or a platformer. In looking at all the games on today's list, keeping in mind these are offline, I gotta give Demon Hunter an S tier. Next up, we have Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, this is not a free game. It costs $2.99, which is definitely on the cheap, and this one's, I believe, sitting with 4.7 stars. Obviously, we're looking at an action horror game here, so if horror isn't your thing, you may want to skip on to the next game, but this is one that's been very popular amongst the kids, as they say, and it's just a very good game for what it's offering. That creepy horror style action game, and again, one that you can bring in offline. If this is something that you're looking for, if you want something of this genre and you're not scared of spending $3, it may be one that you should check out. Five Nights at Freddy's is a popular game with a pretty big following, but I can't give it an S. We got to go ahead and give it an A tier. Oddworld, new and tasty. This one's was 4.7 stars, and this one costs $5 right now in the App Store. Something that I really do like is how this action style game plays out, and it really does have graphics that are fun and different from all the others that we see. The game definitely gives me that Avatar style feel, but a little bit more dreary than that. At the same time, it's done very well. It's a really solid game, and again, if you're not scared to open up your wallet, this one sits at $5 and may be worth you playing. I'm gonna go ahead and give Oddworld a grade of an A tier. The Way Home, sitting at 4.6 stars, a pixelated RPG style game that brings me back to days of old. Something that I like is that this one is free to play in a very simplistic style game. A lot of people just kind of miss these type of games from days of old because of all of the focus on graphics and high intensity inside of games, but sometimes you want to kick back and just take a little bit slower, and this one does 100% offer you that. The Way Home is cute and gives you exactly what you're looking for when you're looking for something in this genre. Because of this, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A tier. Hey guys, let me know what games you're playing right now. So if you're watching this video and you're like, Echo didn't mention that game yet, the game that I have on my phone that I'm addicted to, and it's an offline game too, let me know down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, sub and ring the bell. So, Reporter 2, sitting at 4.1 stars and not a free game. This one is 99 cents. It's another one of those horror style games. And you know, if you're into horror games, you're into horror games and you'll play all of them. It doesn't matter to you. You just want to get into what the horror has to bring. This one is, in my opinion, mediocre, not the best in the market and also not the worst. It does what it's supposed to do, which is going to give you some of those jump scares and creepy feelings along the way. Nothing spectacular, but doing its job. We got to go ahead and give it a B tier. So Sonic Classic. I love the idea of these games. Back in the Sega Genesis days, Sonic was like A tier, S tier. It was the best. It was like awesome. Everyone loved playing Sonic. But now on mobile, it seems like it just misses a little something. Sometimes these games are a little bit clustered with advertisements as well, which are not the best. So I'm a little bit split on how I grade here. You're gonna have to get the subscription to the Genesis or Sega Forever to get it adless. Because of that, I'm gonna take off some points. But when we're looking at Sonic for what Sonic is, you got to give it a high score. So if this were just Sonic as Sonic was, it would be S tier, but it's not. And it does have a subscription fee. We're dropping this thing down to an A tier because it is still Sonic the Hedgehog. Blade of God, 3.7 stars, and a very fuzzy looking game if I say so myself. I like the fast animations, but everything seems a little bit close up inside of this game, and it looks more like a 1v1 battler than an action RPG, which at first glance you would say this is an action RPG game, but really it's more of a battle style game, and there are others on the market that just do it a little bit better than this one. With that being said, it is an offline game, which many of the others aren't, and this one is still not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad, which means we're gonna go ahead and give it a B tier. Otherworld Legends, 4.5 stars. This reminds me of a female version of Streets of Rage. That's right, you got it. It really does look like that to me, plus a mixture of Golden Axe as well. Classic style for sure, yet it does look like it has a good fun mobile feel to it. The controls are really easy and intuitive. It's not like you have to learn something completely new for this game. And again, this isn't a game that's going to be your daily grinder that you spend hours playing. This is one that you're going to pick up here and there for fun. And I think that it does that really well. I like how the graphics look, being that pixelated style. And like I said, the battle mechanics inside of the game and the way that it actually plays is fun, yet easy at the same time. We have to go ahead and give this one an A tier. Implosion, sitting with 3.7 stars. Definitely futuristic looking, definitely with an action-filled trailer. And the question is, does it come in and deliver when it's game time? And I think this one does a decent job at what you're trying to get done here. As I mentioned in some of the other games, it's not great, but it is still a very good game. As the title says, never lose hope, so don't give up on this one. It is free to play, and it is one that's offline and quite a bit of fun. That's a nice looking game. We're gonna go ahead and give it a B tier. Greyland is here sitting at 4.4 stars, and it's another one of those beautiful artistic style games. A lot of what's being done here is based on the art style and just hoping that the people that play enjoy that type of visual stimulation with the gaming. I like how everything is black and white but the blue elements of the game, and it's a little bit of a puzzle style, you know, casual, more relaxing game. It's not something that's going to make you sit on the edge of your seat. With that being said, it's free to play, and if you're into something that's very atmospheric, as this one is, it's worth trying. I would go ahead, just because of the creativity here, I'm giving it a B tier. I'm sorry, I can't give it an A. Lara Croft Relic Run with 4.1 stars. What we're looking at right here is an endless runner, guys. This is like Temple Run, but Lara Croft themed. The reason you would play this is, one, if you are such a huge fan of endless runners that you need to play all of them, or B, that you are a Lara Croft fan, a Tomb Raider fan, so you just have to try this one out. Those are the two reasons why you would play. With that being said, it's done really well. And although just skinned to a Lara Croft style, like I said, for the reasons earlier, if you're into that type of thing, you're gonna like this one. I would say there's better endless runners out there, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a B tier. Injustice 2, sitting with 4.3 stars. I absolutely love this fighting game. I think it's really done, and the series has been done as well. When you're bringing in many different types of heroes from different types of franchises in a battle mechanic that is just done flawlessly here, I gotta go ahead and give this one an S tier. I'm absolutely in love with how the game plays, how the game looks, and that you could play it offline. It literally has it all. Really solid game right here, and just please go download it now. Guys, which game on today's list was your favorite? Let me know down below, and be good.